run, Kid Rock goes wild on dumb opponent. Kid Rock is one of the most popular country/rap/rock musicians of the past 20 years. Now it seems as if Kid Rock, whose real name is Bob Ritchie, is planning on making a strong run for Senate in Michigan. Rock already put a Democrat in her place, so he is off to a good start. Senator Debbie Stabenow said that Rock is probably better at playing guitar than politics. According to Hannity, Kid Rock fired back, "I concede that she is better at playing politics than I am, so I'll keep doing what I do best, which is being a voice for the tax-paying, hard-working Americans and letting politicians like her know that we the people are sick and tired of their bull. We love to see messages like this, especially people like Kid Rock. He is not afraid to get his hands dirty, and will tell people how he feels, unapologetically. You have to respect his ambition. One of the most striking things about him running is his connection to the people. He knows the politicians are twisted, and change needs to happen. It would seem that Rock's goal is to go in swinging and fighting for the American people." Kid Rock confirmed in multiple ways that he is in fact really running for Senate. First of all, he started his website, kidrockforsenate.com, but even then, some people were skeptical. The musician took to Twitter and posted a picture of a lawn sign that read "Kid Rock for Senate," with a caption below it. The caption read, "I have had a ton of emails and texts asking me if the website is real. The answer is an absolute yes. Everyone seemed to be upset because another celebrity is running for office, the same way people wagged their finger when Trump said he was running. The truth is, this is not the first time someone who is a social icon ran for public office. The important thing here for people should be the message. If Rock is willing to drop his rock star lifestyle, or at least tone it down, just to do everything he can to help the American people, that is something to be admired. Rock has openly gone against the Dems, and their PC culture, for a while now. The truth is, he probably sees what all of us sane people see, the left trying to take over the United States. He doesn't want to see that happen, just like none of us want to see the left take over this country and gain complete control. The famous musician may be using his stage name to announce his run for Senate, but at the end of the day, it makes no difference. His interests align with the patriots of this country, and he knows that we were spiraling downhill during the Obama administration. President Trump is helping us make leaps and bounds, but the more people with this mindset that we get into political power, the better off we'll all be. Do you think Kid Rock has a shot of making it into Senate? Share this story on Facebook and let us know because we want to hear your voice. Alert: McCain busted trying to frame Trump for horrifying crime. Should McCain resign? Let's not forget which party Senator John McCain, RAS, really belongs to. When McCain heard the rumors about potentially damaging intelligence regarding Trump, he took action and sent an emissary across the ocean to get the dirty dossier. He read it and handed it over to the FBI, via the Daily Mail. The firm behind this dirty dossier has been revealed as Fusion GPS. The co-founder of the organization has been asked to testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee. He refused, via MSN. Why would McCain fly someone across the ocean to follow up on a ridiculous lead about his own party's candidate? What a waste of time and effort, unless your goal is to bring down Trump. It seems clearer now why both McCain and Fusion GPS would like us to forget about this incident. The co-founder of Fusion GPS, Glenn Simpson, has the reputation of his whole firm on the line. The intelligence in the dirty dossier was so laughably fake, that I bet few will be willing to trust the firm's word in the future. The dossier didn't exactly include the kind of detail that encourages trust, especially considering that the whole thing was made up. The Senate Judiciary Committee has warned Simpson they will begin the process of compelling him to testify, because he has refused the committee's original non-compulsory request. Senator Charles Grassley, REA, who heads the committee, is doing a great job explaining the significance of this firm. He said, "When political opposition research becomes the basis for law enforcement or intelligence efforts, it raises substantial questions about the independence of law enforcement and intelligence from politics." Senator Grassley is referring to the fact that this inane document started a political witch hunt. The Democrats have long called for President Trump to be impeached, and for rumors to be treated like crimes worth investigating. Once Simpson is forced to testify, I imagine we'll learn who concocted this document, which is important. Whoever they are, we can be sure they are out to get President Trump. Who else would publish such patently fake material? It would not be surprising if it were discovered they had strong connections to John McCain. It makes you wonder if the man is a Democrat plant. He takes money from George Soros, after all. He also acts against our president's best interests. He pretends that laughable material, like the dirty dossier, is worthy of anyone's serious follow-up. Do you think Senator McCain should resign from politics forever? Please share the story on Facebook and tell us what you think because we want to hear your voice. Watch Peyton Manning destroys Jimmy Kimmel, goes on epic pro-Trump rant. Late-night television hosts are in a race to the bottom with CNN anchors. Retired quarterback, Peyton Manning, recently appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live to defend his decision to play golf with President Trump. Manning stated that it would have been almost un-American to turn down the president. It is a depressing sign of the times that the former quarterback even had to defend his decision to play golf with the president. The offer alone should be considered a tremendous honor to any American. Manning defended himself, saying, "I heard Arnold Palmer say one time if the President of the United States ever asks you to play golf, you do it, it's a no-brainer. We had 30 golf carts behind us. Felt safe, but he was a great host. He loves sports. And we passed through a number of groups. He was very gracious. He took a picture with groups that we passed through." Manning explained. During the interview, it is clear that Kimmel was attempting to bait Manning into insulting President Trump, but the football star refused. Kimmel asked Manning if Trump cheated in an effort to insinuate that he is a dishonest person. However, President Trump would not need to cheat. He is an excellent golfer. Kimmel's constant attempts to bait Manning into insulting the president reveals the sick reliance the mainstream media has on President Trump. Discussing President Trump is an easy way to guarantee ratings, but insulting the president alienates half of the audience. As a result, we witness almost near uniformity among the mainstream media attacking President Trump. These hosts are forced to talk about the president for ratings, but they are not allowed to say anything good about him. As a result, our media has taken to non-stop attacks against President Trump. While this may help with ratings in the short term, the strategy will ultimately destroy the credibility of the mainstream media. As President Trump continues to achieve his agenda, and as Americans continue to hear the president speak for himself, more people will come to support him. Soon, all Americans will understand the depths of the media's dishonesty. Do you think Peyton Manning handled this situation well? Please share the story on Facebook and tell us what you think because we want to hear your voice. Alert: Trump just discovered Obama and Lynch's massive felonies. Donald Trump Jr. met with Natalia Veselnitskaya, a Russian lawyer, right after President Trump was nominated. Trump's campaign manager Paul Manafort also attended the meeting in an attempt to get dirt on Hillary Clinton before the election. As it turns out, the Russian lawyer lied and did not know anything about Hillary. She wanted to talk about the U.S. adopting Russian children. It has since been discovered that Loretta Lynch and Obama wiretapped Paul Manafort's phone so that they can listen in on a conversation, according to Medium. It turns out that Natalia was there strictly to set up Trump Jr. and company. How do we know for sure that it was a setup? All you have to do is look at the evidence. Natalia was initially denied entry into the country. She couldn't get a visa. Lynch was able to get her in under a policy known as Immigration Patrol, according to CBS News. You heard right, Lynch knew why the lawyer was coming here and set it up so that she would be able to gain entry to the country without a problem. Obama knew that all of this was going on as well. After all, Obama's Department of Justice was headed by Lynch. In other words, that order more than likely came directly from Obama himself, as author Jack Posobiec explains. Here is where things get interesting. It turns out that there was one extra person in the room during that meeting with Natalia. His name is Rinat Akhmetshin, and he is a Russian-American lobbyist. Rinat works with Goldstone, who set up the meeting, and a couple of others for a group called Fusion GPS. Fusion GPS is the group that initially released the 35-page report claiming that Trump and Russia were working together to steal the election. The goal here was simple. Obama and Lynch got the politically inexperienced Trump Jr. to go to this meeting so that they could frame the Trump administration for the Russian collusion story that we have heard about every single day for almost a year. It would seem that the goal was to get everyone up and into a frenzy, and when the time was right, announced that Trump Jr. went to this meeting with a Russian lawyer that Lynch and Obama brought into the country. They seem to have forgotten that no information was ever exchanged, so what exactly was this collision about? Left-handed Democrats are trying to dismantle the Trump family, even though they are the best hope America has. Do you think Obama and Lynch need to go to prison? Share this story on Facebook and let us know because we want to hear your voice. Breaking: Trump fans move to take down Shepard Smith, let's support them. Fox News has remained a trusted source for news as other stations crumble. However, their reputation will start to suffer if they keep shifting left. Fox News host, Shepard Smith, let loose an unintelligible anti-Trump rant on Friday's broadcast, leading many supporters of President Trump to demand Shepard's firing. The overly emotional anchor has no business at a legitimate news network. Via Truthfeed, Shepard Smith would be much more comfortable over at CNN or MSNBC. These stations would be happy to air his emotionally driven and factually devoid rants against President Trump. During Friday's broadcast, Smith crossed the line, and revealed that he cannot be trusted as a journalist. Without evidence, the Fox News reporter accused Donald Trump Jr. of lying about his meeting with a Russian lawyer. Donald Trump Jr. claims he did not remember meeting the Russian lawyer, and without evidence, Smith accuses him of lying. Smith makes this bold assertion insinuating that Trump Jr. is covering up a conspiracy because an interpreter was present in the meeting. However, Donald Trump Jr. reminded us that he held the meeting with the Russian lawyer before the Russian conspiracy was in full swing. Russia was not being talked about every day like it is now. Meeting a Russian last year held very different implications than it does this year. Additionally, Trump Jr. held thousands of meetings during the course of the election campaign. It is unsurprising that he forgot a meeting that yielded no new information. Yet, the closet liberal at Fox News thinks he is able to uncover the true motives of Donald Trump Jr. He thinks Trump Jr. lied, and not just forgot about the meeting. However, Smith has not offered any evidence to support his conspiracy theory. This is not journalism. This is pure opinionated drivel that has no business at a respectable news agency. If we wanted to watch idiots lying about President Trump, we could head to our nearest airport and watch CNN. Do you think Fox News should fire Shepard Smith? Please share the story on Facebook and tell us what you think because we want to hear your